What's up, y'all? Your host, Deuce. M.A.D Entertainment, making a difference. I posted a video up on YouTube a couple nights ago, speaking about my first encounter with the police, like being locked up, thrown in the car, know that you're going, behind bars, being processed, and all that. I've been watching a lot of other YouTube channels. Jay Williams, APG, against the grain, ATG, against the grain, morals over money, Frank. It's awesome, man. Guys are out there like putting their story out there, and it's not under glorification, but like to let people know that there is another side, and people do make it out, and also like letting the youth know, like, man, this ain't a game, like, just skip that part of it. If you want to get involved in that, man, watch some of these videos and talk to people and whatever it takes. You come back soaking wet. My dog been running loose all day. Now she's soaking wet. Anyway, there she goes again. I'm telling you, dogs just show up at my house randomly. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I have my dog, and I'm taking care of two other dogs that just randomly showed up. I mean, I don't understand people that go out and they get these animals, and then they go, when they can't take care of them anymore, they just want to drive into a neighborhood and drop them off somewhere in hopes that somebody else will take care of them. Whatever, man. Whatever. I can't do that shit. I got enough going on. I got 4 dogs, 3 kids living with me. 3 of my kids living with me. Come on. Anyway, but yeah, these videos are like in hope that some of the youth will see this and be like, man, you know what? Like, wow, these dudes are that's awesome. Like, man, I don't want to do that. You know what, man? I was thinking about doing that, but look what it led these people to. Long road, man, long road. I'm outside my house right now. It's crazy that I could actually say my house. I was sleeping on the streets, house to house, pavement to pavement, step to step, bench to bench, park to park for like 3 years almost, 2 years almost. So to actually have something that, I can actually call mine, it's just awesome to me, man. It's something I never thought, like, when I was sitting in the rehabs and sitting in the treatments, I never pictured this outcome of it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, man, these guys do it, but all the ones that have houses and have vehicles and have their family back, it's years and years and years and years. I used to think it took like 20 years just to get that clarity in your mind. It doesn't. It doesn't. Whenever you're ready, man. It's really whenever you're ready, you get that clarity. It does take some time, and you have to find a few things. And man, I don't know, this dog is. Hey, over there. Nah, because you're fucking friends with him probably. Anyway, sorry for the cursing. Yeah, so I see I'm getting some more subscribers now. I like that. A lot of my friends are starting to subscribe. Getting a few comments. I even got a few messages like, man, yeah, I like your story. Keep it up. You help me out. I'm thinking about, changing some things around, whatever. I still do my meetings. I don't physically go to meetings anymore. I was like probably up to a year ago. Then I started doing Zoom meetings, and then I would go once in a while. Then when COVID got bad, most of them had shut down. There's a few open, but I prefer Zoom. I do 2 a day, usually 1 in the morning, 1 at midnight, or 1 on the late night. It helps me out, It keeps everything fresh, So I remember where I came from, never forget. For those who don't know, who maybe just clicked on this video and this is their first video, you can see I got a hat on for it's Arkansas. Right now I'm living in Mount Pine, Arkansas. I've been down here for 2.5 years. I'm originally from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, South Philadelphia to be exact. I grew up just like most of your kids, in addiction or in and out the prison home, with either half a parent around half the time, no parents around, grandparents, sisters, brothers, Uh, but we'll save that for something else. And I just chose the wrong path. I seen a lot of things and wanted to do a lot of those things that I seen and didn't see the outcome. So I went ahead and ran off and did them and, ended up in, multiple prisons and multiple rehabs and multiple relationships and multiple friendships broken and just a long drugged out, drugging out trail. I mean, body, mentally, just abused for no reason. You know, I figured that I could be one of them, what they call weekend warriors. Them people that could just turn up on Friday night and then Sunday night they just turn down and go right back to doing things on the Monday. And that didn't work out too well for me. I wanted to party every night. Every night was Saturday night to me, work or not. And I did work. I worked a lot. People that know me know that I worked. I always worked construction. My first job, I was pushing the broom, from, maybe my uncle's construction site or my father's friend's construction site, probably like 9 years old. And then after that, I just loved doing that work. That took off for me. Unfortunately, I didn't go to college, get a trade, degree for it. But it kept me, as what they would call a functioning addict. At the time, I would get up, I'd go to work 8 o'clock in the morning, either have something gotten for the night before, so I was able to get up and take care of my routine and go to work and have something for lunchtime or after work. I was always ready until, it really got bad. And man, those days were crazy. I know a lot of people can relate to, like the days where like you get something the night before to go to work and you're like, all right, I'm going to keep it, and you put it in your jacket and it's hanging in your closet and you're laying in bed getting ready to fall asleep so you can go to work the next morning. And that drug that's in your pocket and hanging over there in your closet, it's like calling your name, like, you gotta finish me, cuz, like, you can no way. For me anyway, it did, man. I find myself getting up for no reason in the middle of the night and just going over and using it and then waking up in the morning and it's a mental thing now, in my head in the morning because I didn't have it yet. Oh, I'm no good. I feel no good. And here it goes. The destruction that we cause, with all that, man. I just got chills up my back thinking about this shit. Like, man, I remember like on days where like I'd be telling my boss or telling somebody like, man, I got to do this first, before I can come in, man. I'm going to be running a few minutes late, and then before you know it, like, because your typical dealer's like, yeah, beat me on, or in Philly anyway, you can call them and they'd say, meet me somewhere, so be on the block 2 minutes. I'm coming now. We're standing there waiting, man. Ain't nobody there. Be there for like a half hour. I got to take this phone call. My wife's calling me, so I'm hoping everything's all right. And I'll get back to everybody as soon as I can.